Okay, so it's 8 o'clock in the morning on the 8th of September and Demi's been up since 2 o'clock this morning having contractions. We've been speaking to the midwife this morning. They've advised us they think it's probably time for us to come into the hospital right now. So a little bit excited, a little bit nervous. We're going to pack our bags up, go on down to the hospital, and then hopefully we'll be having a baby soon. So we're just getting set to go to the hospital and I look outside. She's putting the bloody bins away. Insane. So we're on the way to the hospital and obviously as it's the 8th of September, all the kids are back at school, so it's currently 8:30 and we're still crawling through the school traffic. How you doing? How's it going? Yeah, we'll keep going then, shall we? Okay, it's 8:40 and we're still in Stafford. We got a little bit sick of the school traffic, so we thought we'd get provisions. Demi's not exactly happy about the provisions, but I did get her a Coke, so I think we're in for a long day. See you soon. So I've just left Demi at the hospital. Basically, because of coronavirus, I'm not allowed to go into the hospital with her until she's in determined labour. So right now I'm sat in the car outside. I don't really know what's going on, which is a little bit scary. It's not nice, you know. And then the thing is as well, I can't be there to support Demi either, which also isn't very nice, you know. Having this baby through coronavirus has been very, very tough. We found out that Demi was pregnant early in the year, so it means that I've not been able to attend any of the scans or any of the appointments throughout this whole period. The only appointment I've been able to attend so far has been the 12-week scan. So for me, it's been quite tough because I felt very disassociated through the whole pregnancy. You know, and I know lots of people have had babies through this coronavirus period and not even been able to have their partners in the hospital with them. You know, I appreciate that, you know, the hospital are just trying to protect people, you know, to stop the spread of the virus, but it does make it tough, you know, and it is quite heartbreaking to not be able to be in there right now and to know that she's okay. But hopefully we're going to be able to get to go in there soon. I just hope she's okay, but it's a bit of a waiting game now. Okay, so it's 10 o'clock on the 8th of September. Still waiting outside. Demi's in the hospital, waiting to be examined. No updates as yet. Hopefully we'll get to go in the hospital soon, but let's just hope she's okay. Okay, so it's 11 o'clock. I'm still waiting outside, been waiting outside for 2 hours now, but I have just had a text from Demi to say that she's okay. You know, she's feeling quite good, which is brilliant news. She's had her examination. They've said there's a little bit of infection, so they're giving her some antibiotics now just to treat that, but all being well, they said they're going to induce her soon, and then fingers crossed we're going to be having the baby soon. So we're waiting a little bit longer and then hopefully we get to go in and support Demi. Okay, so Demi's just called me. I'm just getting all the bags ready now, going into the hospital, so fingers crossed. The next video we'll do, we'll have the baby with us. So just popped outside for a minute. Demi's just being examined by a doctor and a midwife again. So basically the baby's tachycardic, which means that her heart rate is too high. So a little bit concerned about that now. So they just want to monitor for a bit now. They're hoping it's going to settle down and then they can induce her. But if it doesn't, then they're going to let us know what they can do from there. But fingers crossed everything settles down and it's okay. But yeah, here's hoping. Okay, so it's just gone 4 o'clock and the midwife has said that the baby's heart rate has come down quite well, so that's really good.
Demi's doing absolutely fantastic, but she said it could be another 4 hours or so we'll see how we go on. So after a long day, it's just gone 6 o'clock, and Rayla Iris Wilmot was born at 18:14. She's just chilling out, and Demi's done absolutely fantastic. So she's killed it today. So long day, gonna let them get some sleep now, and I'll see you guys soon.
Okay, so it's 10:10 and I'm just leaving the hospital now. It's been a pretty long day, been there for just over 12 hours today. Demi's been absolutely fantastic. The baby's great, Demi's great. Normally what happens is they'll keep the baby in for 12 hours for observation before you can take her home. So naturally Demi's obviously going to stay the night tonight. They are a little bit concerned of a risk of infection just with how long it took Demi to go into labour from the point that her waters broke. So they've taken some bloods from the baby, and they're also going to run some blood tests just to make sure everything's okay. These can take up to 48 hours, so it might mean that we might not be able to take Rayla home for 2 days. But all in all, she's fed, she looks really well, she seems really happy. You know, she's a good weight. So it's been a really great day. Absolutely exhausted now, so I'm going to go home, get some sleep, and then we'll go back to the hospital tomorrow and go and see how Rayla and Demi are getting on. So it's the 9th of September today, just gone 1 o'clock, and I'm on my way back to the hospital today to see Demi and Rayla. So obviously I've not been allowed to go and see them all morning because of coronavirus. I'm only allowed to go and visit a 1 hour slot, 2 till 3 today. So that's going to be quite tough, that I'm only going to be able to get to see them for a short period of time. It's looking like they're definitely going to be staying in for 48 hours because these blood tests still haven't come back yet. They've done quite a few checks on Rayla over the morning, so we're going to be waiting for some more of them today, but hopefully everything's okay. I'm quite looking forward to getting to the hospital and seeing them both, so fingers crossed everybody's happy and we get to take her home tomorrow. Okay, so I've just left the hospital. It's 3 minutes past 3, so very, very, very strict on the visiting times, which obviously you can appreciate, and I can imagine, you know, with coronavirus they've got to be strict knowing people that are coming in and out of the hospital, which I'm kind of glad of because I know that they're looking after both Demi and Rayla, which is awesome. So some great news. Most of the tests that they've had done have come back absolutely fine, and Rayla's in great health. She can't hear anything in her left ear, but they've said that this could be just some symptoms of birth, and hopefully it should go away, so they're going to test again tomorrow. We're still waiting on the blood test back from the potential infection that they think she's got, so this hopefully is going to come back later this afternoon, or if not tomorrow, and then all being well, fingers crossed, if that comes back well, we can take her home. But both Demi and Rayla are doing absolutely fine and both very happy, so I'm absolutely ecstatic. So fingers crossed, the next update we do, we'll be leaving the hospital. See you soon. So it's the 10th of September, it's just gone 20 past 1, and I'm just on my way back up to the hospital today for visiting 2 till 3 to see Demi and Rayla. A little bit of a frustrating morning. So yesterday obviously we got told, should these blood tests come back today for Rayla's infection, they're absolutely fine, then we'll be able to take her home today. We also got told yesterday that Demi's done absolutely fantastic, you know, she's in great health, and the only reason that she's still in the hospital is because she's there with Rayla. The story's kind of changed this morning, so they're now telling us that Demi was quite poorly throughout the end of pregnancy, even though she didn't really feel like it, saying that she was hypertensive and she's got preeclampsia, so now they're obviously treating her for that. I don't really know what that means in terms of how that's going to affect her, or even, you know, how long she's going to be in the hospital as a result of that. We're obviously still waiting on the blood tests back from Rayla, and then a doctor came round and said that we were able to take her home today. That was around about 12:30. And then 45 minutes later, I was then told that actually we're not going to be able to take her home because they didn't realise she was on antibiotics. So I'm a little bit frustrated, a little bit confused. It's really not nice not getting to speak to these doctors or knowing what's going on. But I'm just looking forward to getting to the hospital today to see them both. Hope they're both okay, and fingers crossed, it all changes and we get to take them home later. But here's hoping. Let's just hope everybody's okay. So it's 3:30. I'm now sat in the car again. We've had our visiting hours, and I'm playing the waiting game again. So whilst I was at the hospital, we got told that we were going to get discharged, we were going to be able to take Demi and Rayla home. Everything was fine. Rayla's got a cannula in and Demi is waiting for some medication, and then they potentially want to do some more tests, and we don't really know what was going on. So I asked the question of the doctors, are we going to be able to take them home, before the end of visiting hours, or am I going to have to drive all the way back to Stafford again and then come all the way back to Stoke later this evening? But nobody really knows. They're not communicating very well, and one doctor came in and said one thing, and another doctor came in and said another thing, and it's just a little bit frustrating. And I said, can I not wait here in the hospital then? If we're waiting to get discharged and visiting finishes at 3, can I not wait a few, half an hour, 20 minutes, whatever it is, just while we get discharged? And she said, no, we can't afford to have this many people in the hospital. Go and walk around Tesco or something. So this is the first time I've been a little bit frustrated and a little bit pissed off with all of this coronavirus stuff. I'm tired and I'm fed up now. I just want to go home. I just want to take Demi and Rayla back, and it's just a little bit frustrating. And I know that they're trying to look after us, but it just kind of doesn't feel like it. So we're going to keep sitting in the car waiting, and hopefully they come out soon. So it's about 5:10 now, and I'm still waiting outside. I have had some updates from Demi. It looks like they've taken the cannula out now from Rayla, and they've decided that the extra investigation hearing test that they wanted to do, they're going to postpone it, make it an outpatient appointment back at the Stafford Hospital. So now we're just waiting for the medication for Demi. But other than that, hopefully they should be out soon, and then we can just go home. So it's just gone 5:30. We're all packed up in the car, quite excited to go home. We're all tired now, a little bit fed up. How you feeling, Demi?
Good. Glad to be going home.
So let's go home and we'll go and enjoy it.